Hey there people, Mondo the Avaricious back here once again. So today I thought I'd do a different little video. Today I'm going to be showing you a run-through of my Friday the 13th Part 7 New Blood costume. I did about a 4.5 something minute video about it like a couple weeks back. Just showing the costume, doing a quick video on it, but here I thought I'd break down every piece because I have a lot of people asking me what I made it out of. So let's get started. We're going to be starting from the shoes up. So here are the boots. These are just actually my regular boots they wear from time to time. I actually got these at the thrift store. They were on sale. Can't really pass them up. They're big, gnarly. And they also got some shoe lifts in them. I put some shoe lifts in them. I'm already like 6'2", but you know, when you imagine Jason, you imagine this tall, imposing force. So here are the the legs. I guess you'd say the under parts of the legs. These are just the skin pieces from the Jason Ruby's costume. And all I did was I removed them from the original pants because those pants were garbage. And I sewed them and glued them into these leggings I got at Walmart. So I just wear these under the pants that I have, and they actually look pretty convincing. Those are pretty simple. I might make new ones sometime, I'm not sure. Next are the pants. These are just some green, like, work pants. Found at Goodwill. I gotta weather them up a little bit more. The only real weathering, like with paint and all that, is around the ankles. I gotta shred them up a little bit more. Take like a dremel tool to them and all that, you know, weather them up even more. They look way too straight right now. As you can see, the cuts don't look natural, so I really gotta fix that. So the pants are still a work in progress. Gotta weather them up. Gotta, you know, do more to them. So the skin pieces. Now this was all just an old Ruby's costume. I do plan on making a better one, but here's the temp one. I might actually be keeping this spinal piece, I'm not sure. But I do plan on making my own using the Ace Cosplay method of taking like a vacuum formed skeleton and just like, you know, cutting out the ribs, the spine, some leg pieces and all that, and then gluing them to an undersuit with like some latex that look like flesh and all that. So I'm honestly thinking about doing that. Yeah, there you go. I changed a couple things on the shirt, like in the film when he's floating, you can see a piece of skin up here on the shoulder, so I cut one of the pieces of skin out from the leg, and I just glued it up on there. This arm I tightened, the fabric, I tightened it, so the skin piece would fit on my arm better, so it looked more natural. I accented the ribs a little bit more. I shredded up the clothing beyond comprehension because the original shredding looked awful. It was that, you know how Ruby shredding looks, where it's very square, you know, so that was just a long time taking a knife, different tools, sandpaper to the edges of the shirt and different holes, and I added a bunch of new holes just by methods of going at it with like a knife and all that. And then I would just spray it down with black paint. So get that. I was pretty happy with. It's just diluted black paint, there's nothing really special to it. Now I know that this chain looks cheap, it is. This was like a couple bucks on eBay. Not eBay, Amazon. But it's plastic, but I did actually manage to get that kind of color it had in the film. If you look at the stage used costume on Friday the 13th franchise.com, it has this kind of rosy color to it. So I tried to mimic that, and I can say I'm pretty happy with how the color came out. It was just a mix of black, bronze, and like one drop of red, and that's how I got this nice kind of color. And I mean, I probably will get a new chain, but one of the reasons I got a plastic chain, one, it's cheap, and two, you know, I'm gonna be walking around in this for a couple hours, come a convention or Halloween or something like that, so, you know, I want to be comfortable, so, you know, you don't want like a big old hunk of metal around your neck for a couple hours, just really making you uncomfortable. Next is the key items we associate with Jason. We're gonna talk about the undermask first. Put the hawk down. So here's the undermask. This is, you know, you've seen this mask everywhere. Everybody probably has one. Just a Ruby's mask. I got it as a placeholder. I'm probably going to be getting a DSS hood soon because people who wear full face masks under Jason masks, that's cool, but I really don't like it. I'm more of a hood kind of guy. You know, but it's for a mass-produced $40 mask, it's not bad. They got all the major details down there, all the holes in the face. My only complaint is that the axe cut's a little bit long, but that's about it. And he looks a little bit surprised. I just wish they would have resculpted the mouth, maybe. It looks too open. besides that, I mean, it's not a terrible mask. The only thing was, the neck ride's a little high on my traps, so but the chain helps hold those down. The chain helps hold down the mask flaps, I guess you could say, these back tail end pieces. Yeah. That is the mask. Got some decent blood work actually over here with some nice gloss. Cheekbone looks nice. I've seen some pretty bad copies of this. I remember for a while they were putting hair on these, like they were actually like punching hair into it, and I have no clue why. The other thing is it could be a little bit darker, more of that dark brown skin color that he had in the film. Looked like, you know, decayed rotting flesh and all that, like he had been actually under a lake for a couple years. And finally, we have the key item that we all associate with Jason, the hawk. I will be getting a better one. I know that this is just a Chinese blank. It's decent for now. It's a good placeholder. And drum on the side, and all the scratches. I did the paint job. Did all the pitting inside. You can't really see it. There you go. It's got screen accurate brass fasteners. I'm supposed to get now. In case any of you all were wondering what kind of brass fasteners were used in Friday the 13th Part 7. And the straps are just made out of a belt. Just weather them up with some muddy brown paint. It's a pretty simple mask, painted on the chevron. It's a pretty decent hawk. I will be getting this is just a placeholder, just like the mask is. I will be getting a JDF Studios blank soon. Or not even, maybe not a JDF, because I want to drill it out myself, so I might actually get a Beyond Disgusting Studios one. So there's that. The last two things are the gloves. I made them. These are just Fun World cotton skeleton gloves that I just caked in hot glue. You can see I try to get the axe mark in there. I'm probably going to try to make a better pair out of liquid latex or silicone with the same kind of method, just kind of applying it to the fabric and all that, because this actually worked out a lot better than I thought it would. They look pretty good for what they are. They only cost me $6 to make. It's already had all the hot glue sticks. The only thing I had to do to alter the bones was I moved the thumb bone to the side instead of, you know, on top. And I actually left a little bit of it hang off to look like, you know, the skin's actually like receding. Looks kind of nice. Then we painted all the bones, put a little bit of blood in there where like the flesh meets the bone. Still left the elastic at the end so I could, you know, still stay attached. And the last thing is just a black compression shirt that I wear underneath it. It's actually like a Walmart shirt that my parents got from work. It's a long black sleeve and it's like this kind of elastic material. So I usually wear it under costumes.
Now, glasses off. Put on my wig cap. See on my forehead. I'm gonna be getting a wig cap that's more meant for long hair. This is just temporary, plus this one's got a bunch of holes in it and stuff. There. Sure, you're just gonna move around the hair while it's in the cap, so it's not like you bundle up and all that. If you do. I recommend wear this one like a hole in the top, and then you kind of get it and wrap all your hair around it. Just so the wig cap doesn't screw your vision. Make sure it's at your hairline. There you go. First thing I'm gonna put on is pants.
Right now what we're going to be doing is going to be putting on the shirt. Alright, so I'm going over voiceover for this part, so I just put on the mask, which wasn't too difficult. The mask is a pretty decent size, at least for my big old head. That's the chain. It's pretty easy to put on, not too much to it. I don't really need to explain it. The chain isn't too much hassle since it does have these open notches in it, so you just kind of have to force it together. And like I said, it does help also keep the mask down. Next up are the gloves. The first one's easy to put on, but the second one's a bit more difficult because you don't have as much flexibility in putting it on since one of your hands is in the other glove. So I'd recommend having someone there to help you if you can. But if you're on your own, just, hope for the best. I'm having a bit of trouble. Make sure your sleeve tassels don't get really caught up in the glove. Don't worry about your undersleeves showing. Here we have the hockey mask. It's a bit of a struggle putting it on too, due to the gloves. Actually, one of my straps folded on itself when putting the mask on. That's alright. But once you have the full costume on, you got a menacing dude, to say the least, to quote Costume Bot. The sickle, I forgot to mention. It's just a forum novelty sickle. It does not look the most accurate to the actual film. The one in the film had more of like a scythe shape to it. But that one's alright. I just repainted the handle, added some rivets and some washers to the handle. I should repaint the blade though. You can see the spine, side view. And that's about it for this costume. I hope y'all enjoyed. See you later.